are 12th in KenPom. 12th. They're 10-2.
Amazing.
Yeah. I mean, John, they look the part of a team. The Johnnies have not won a tournament game in a quarter century. They're 18th in Torvik. AP Top 25. They've been hovering around the back end, but unranked as we're talking here. Jeff, what would be your resolution for Rick Pitino and the Red Storm in the new year?
So I'll give you two. One is more Rick Pitino on social media, more Rick Pitino on Twitter. That's
really?
Number one.
You want more of it.
And I want more of Richard Pitino killing his dad on social media. That's the best thing. The best thing is whatever Rick puts out, Richard just absolutely blasts him and makes fun of him. And I love watching that. That's fun. Number two, who'd you say earlier, Henson, that they need to get in the gun? They need to get on the gun more? Who was that?
The Tennessee, maybe? That's Tennessee's getting.
I said Zakai Ziegler. Yeah, we said Zakai Ziegler.
Get in the gun more, some of these guys, because I think it's going to bite you in the ass in the NCAA tournament. They got a couple guys who can shoot it. Wiltshire can shoot it. Devion Smith's been shooting it well, but, I mean, RJ's not shooting it well. Kadari, we know, isn't much of a shooter. Brady Dunlap doesn't play a ton. He's their best pure shooter on their team for sure. Aaron Scott's not shooting it well. Like, to me, you can win a game, maybe two in the NCAA tournament, but if you're not a better shooting team, you're not going deep in the tournament. And maybe that's not even – I don't want to say the goal, because obviously the goal for Rick Pitino isn't just to get in the tournament and win a game or two. But I think for St. John's fans, I kind of think that's the goal this year. If they went to a Sweet 16, I don't know, would St. John's fans be content with that, John, or do they want – I mean, I know they want more. More.
They haven't been
at the end of a year. Right.
Yeah. I mean, this program has not won a tournament game in 25 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Game. They haven't been to the tournament in since 2019, and even then they were in Dayton. That was a game from hell between St. John's and Arizona State. Bobby Hurley won it, but it was not enjoyable. This is different. I think if Rick Pitino could do it over, he would have gotten just an all-out sharpshooter from three. A guy that just every time he catches and shoots it, he could drill it. They don't have that heading into the new year. Here's my New Year's resolution. You got to get Kadari Richmond going. Kadari Richmond is more talented than he's given them. He's shooting 21% from three. 21% from three. Guys, he is not that bad of a shooter. He's not. He's closer to like 35% from three. I'm not saying he's a three-point shooter, but damn, 21% means, John, if I'm scouting, I'm saying we will live with that all day long. The other thing is they're another team.
He's also shooting 52% from the line. 52%
After
from the line.
81% last year. 80% last year. So
80.
Wow.
You got to sit him down. Somebody's got to get him going. He's got to tell. I mean, I think the NIL may have hurt him a little bit because he got paid a bag, and he's just not playing well enough right now for them to compare to what they thought he would be. Here's the other thing: you got to get off to better starts. They've been an outstanding second half team. I mean, they might have the best second half scoring margin in the country if you look at their numbers outside the Baylor game.
Them or the team we're going to do last in this show. One of the two of them.
True.
Right.
Here's the knock on that last team, Jeff. Of surefire NCAA tournament teams, the Johnnies may have the best second half margin of any team. We'll get. Hey, come on, man. We'll get to it. But that would be mine for
Wait, upside down, Henson.
No, the upside down was much better. Was very appropriate. We'll get to them in just a moment. So that would be it. I mean, John, do you have any resolution for Rick Pitino?
I actually echo your sentiments. Find Pete Kadari Richmond. Numbers are down across the board. I think it's, if I had my guess, Pitino's a hard coach. He's hard on his players. And he's just one of those guys that if you don't have the intestinal fortitude to fight through criticism, and he's old school, he's going to yell at you, he's going to curse you out, but he loves you. I think that's what Kadari Richmond is going through. For one, learning how to be on a winning program and play winning basketball. And so I think that's why his numbers are down across the board. If he can just, I mean, this is a kid that, right, probably was the number one guy in the portal, maybe in the rankings. So they've got to figure out what to do. Maybe need to sit him down. Him and Rick need to sit down and have a little kumbaya. Maybe call Aaron Rodgers over. You guys, everybody just chat and have a discussion about what we can do to be better. And St. John's will be better for it.
Yeah. Got to get him going. Feels like they got a lot of pieces that you see the talent in spurts. They're extremely talented. I mean, they could win the Big East, and it wouldn't totally shock me. But they got to be able to get the shot making piece. They got to be better in the second half. They're a very talented team, and Jeff's right. It could come back to bite them if they're not making shots in the big dance. All right.